Let's talk about a second identity that's extremely common. I can turn my light on, but keeps people stuck. Yesterday, we talked about the people-pleasing identity. Today, we're talking about the self-sacrificer. And whoa, do we see a lot of this right now? The self-sacrificer believes that being a good person means suffering for others. That to be worthy or loving, you have to sacrifice yourself. And that is complete bullshit. Sacrificing yourself does not make you a good person. And now that I've said that, you probably understand why this identity exists. This forms when somewhere along the way you learned that love, approval, acceptance, it came from being useful, helpful, needed. So you picked up this belief of like, if I put myself first, I'm selfish. If I stop helping people, everything falls apart. If I don't carry all the stress and the burden, the whole fucking ship sinks. And it's not true. That's just a story. That story I told myself for years as a child protection social worker. I genuinely believed that if I didn't show up, even if I only had 2 hours of sleep, the world would fall apart. In reality, I should have fucking slept. Somebody would have covered my shift. But I had learned early on in my life that my output equaled my worth. That is the self-sacrificing identity, and it shows up in so many different ways. You stay in relationships way longer than you should, guilty. You say yes when your body is screaming no, guilty. You never set boundaries. You run yourself into exhaustion, fucking guilty. And then you gaslight yourself with gratitude saying, oh, other people have it worse. Here's the truth that nobody says. Self-sacrifice does not make you more helpful. It makes you less capable. We're watching this happen in real time. People are consuming everything in the news. They're carrying everything emotionally, like abandoning their own purpose, their own mission, and they're getting so fucking burnt out and shutting down, and they become so exhausted that they can't help anybody. Impact requires capacity. And the fastest way to challenge a self-sacrificing identity is to set boundaries with yourself first. Put yourself first. And if you're a helper like me and you genuinely need to give, you don't need to bleed out your energy to give. Show up in small ways. You can contribute by showing up in a Facebook group and saying something nice about the community. The most important thing you need to understand with this is you are already a good person. You don't need to prove that. You adopted this identity to protect yourself and you misunderstood what guilt actually is. And I will add the guilt loop to this series. Because when you say no, you get an alarm system in your body, but it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because you're finally listening to your own needs. It means you're doing something different, probably for the first time. And different is exactly how you fracture this identity.